Welcome to my channel. The Shenyang J-31, also known as the FC-31 or J-35, is China's second fifth-generation stealth fighter aircraft, designed and manufactured by the Shenyang Aircraft Corporation. The J-31 was developed as a complementary counterpart to the Shenyang J-20, aiming to enhance the People's Liberation Army Air Force and Navy with a versatile, lower-cost, multirole fighter. With its twin-engine configuration and stealth-focused airframe, the J-31 represents China's ambitions to rival American air dominance, specifically targeting platforms like the F-35 Lightning II, first unveiled to the public at the Zhuhai Air Show in 2012. The prototype surprised many with its visual resemblance to Western stealth aircraft, particularly the F-35 and F-22. Its angular design, internal weapon base, and canted twin vertical stabilizers immediately drew comparisons. However, the J-31 is distinct in both purpose and platform. It has a sleeker fuselage, slightly smaller wingspan, and a more compact frame, allowing it to operate in a range of combat scenarios, including carrier operations. Measuring approximately 17 meters in length with a wingspan of around 11.5 meters, the J-31 is optimized for reduced radar cross-section with radar-absorbing materials, edge alignment design, and internal weapon storage. It features a pair of Russian-designed RD 93 turbofan engines in the early prototypes, although later models are expected to be equipped with more powerful, domestically developed WS-13 or WS-19 engines for improved thruster and performance. The cockpit of the J-31 includes a glass cockpit layout with a wide-area multifunction display, a helmet-mounted sight system, and a modern fly-by-wire control system. Advanced avionics and sensor fusion capabilities are believed to be integrated to enhance situational awareness and enable electronic warfare capabilities. The aircraft's radar system is likely an AESA, active electronically scanned array radar, capable of tracking multiple targets and resisting jamming. Internally, the J-31 can carry a mix of air-to-air missiles, such as the PL-10 and PL-15, in its main weapon base, supporting low observability during operations. For ground attack missions or when stealth is less critical, it also features external hardpoints capable of carrying bombs, air-to-ground missiles, and fuel tanks. The aircraft is designed for both air superiority and strike roles, supporting flexible mission profiles. Unlike the J-20, which is strictly an Air Force asset, the J-31 has been positioned as a potential export platform under the name FC-31. It has also been developed onto a navalized variant, adapted for use on China's upcoming fleet of aircraft carriers. This version, sometimes referred to as the J-35, includes strengthened landing gear, tailhooks, folding wingtips, and catapult-compatible launch capability. These modifications indicate its role as a future frontline naval fighter, potentially operating from carriers like the Type 003 Fujian class. One of the strategic objectives behind the J-31 is to provide a cost-effective, fifth-generation fighter alternative for nations unable to acquire Western stealth aircraft due to political or financial constraints. This positions China not only as a producer of cutting-edge military technology but also as a competitor in the global arms export market. The J-31 could appeal to countries in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East looking to modernize their air forces without relying on Western suppliers. Though still undergoing refinement, the J-31 reflects the significant progress China has made in aerospace engineering. From engine development to stealth shaping and avionics integration, the program underscores Beijing's commitment to achieving military technological parity with the United States and NATO allies. The aircraft is also a critical part of China's shift toward power projection capabilities, with a growing emphasis on maritime and global presence. Despite its promise, the J-31 faces several challenges. Engine performance remains a concern, particularly if Chinese engines fail to meet the durability and thrust output needed for high-intensity operations. Avionics and sensor integration must also meet the high standards required for modern network-centric warfare. However, ongoing development and field testing are steadily addressing these issues, and updated variants are expected to close the gap with contemporary U.S. fighters. The J-31's evolution from an experimental prototype to a potentially carrier-based fifth-generation fighter illustrates China's broader military modernization effort. As the aircraft continues to mature, it is poised to play a pivotal role in both the PLA's domestic force structure and China's ambitions on the global defense stage. Here is an extended continuation of the J-31 script, diving deeper into development background, technological context, strategic implications, and potential future role. This version continues seamlessly from the previous script, and no headings, no breaks, just pure narration. The development of the J-31 reflects a pivotal period in China's defense strategy, where indigenous innovation became not just a goal, but a necessity. Faced with limited access to Western technologies due to embargoes and export restrictions, China accelerated its investments in reverse engineering, domestic R&D, and advanced manufacturing. The appearance of the J-31, with its refined stealth shaping and modern digital systems, is the culmination of these efforts. It signals not just an evolution of Chinese aviation, but a quiet revolution in how the nation approaches its defense autonomy. Unlike earlier generations of Chinese fighters that often relied heavily on Russian designs, the J-31 draws from a wider pool of influences, blending international trends with homegrown concepts. It shows a greater degree of independence from legacy Soviet platforms, leaning instead toward a uniquely Chinese interpretation of multirole, stealth-oriented design philosophy. The aircraft's configuration demonstrates an understanding of stealth optimization, infrared signature reduction, and electromagnetic emission control, all critical elements for survivability in high-threat airspace. The use of computer-aided design and advanced simulation tools has allowed Chinese engineers to refine the aircraft's airframe, control surfaces, and radar cross-section characteristics. Stealth is no longer confined to outward appearance. It is now built into the jet's internal systems. This includes efforts to minimize thermal emissions, design serrated edges around bay doors, and maintain a clean profile for low detectability. Engine nozzles are carefully shielded, and any protruding antennae or sensors are either flush-mounted or retractable. Internally, the J-31 incorporates modular systems to support rapid upgrades over its lifespan. This approach mimics the open architecture philosophy seen in Western programs, giving China the flexibility to adapt the aircraft to new missions and threats. The data bus and software infrastructure are reportedly built to accept updates to electronic warfare suites, radar modes, and weapons interfaces, ensuring continued relevance in a rapidly changing battlespace. A crucial factor in the J-31's future is its relationship with the Chinese aircraft carrier program. China is transitioning from ski-jump takeoff methods to electromagnetic catapult systems, marking a significant leap in carrier aviation. The J-31, in its naval configuration, is expected to take full advantage of these developments. Its folded wingtips allow for more efficient deck handling. Reinforced landing gear and structural enhancements give it the resilience needed for arrested recoveries on a carrier deck. Integration with the Type 003 carrier, which features an electromagnetic launch system, suggests that the J-31 will play a central role in carrier-based strike operations. The J-31 is not simply a platform, it is a signal. It tells regional actors and global powers that China is building a multi-layered force structure, one that spans land, sea, air, and increasingly space and cyberspace. The introduction of this fighter into active service would provide China with greater operational flexibility, allowing for distributed operations, standoff attacks, and deep penetration missions into contested environments. From a strategic perspective, the J-31 is not designed to operate in isolation. It is expected to be networked with airborne early warning aircraft, ground-based command and control centers, and potentially low-orbit satellite constellations. The integration of data links and sensor fusion technology allows for cooperative targeting, long-range situational awareness, and coordinated electronic attack capabilities. In time, the aircraft may be paired with unmanned combat aerial vehicles or drones in man-unmanned teaming scenarios, further amplifying its reach and lethality. Though the aircraft has not yet been widely exported, Chinese officials have promoted it as an affordable fifth-generation option for countries that have been excluded from programs like the F-35. Potential buyers could include nations seeking modern capabilities without the political baggage or cost of Western jets. This export potential raises concerns among Western strategists, as proliferation of stealth-capable platforms could alter regional balances and air defense strategies. Within China, the aircraft has symbolic value beyond its tactical utility. It demonstrates a maturing aerospace industrial base, capable not only of manufacturing complex systems but also of designing and evolving them from concept to prototype to operational unit. The rollout of each new variant of the J-31 signals iterative improvement, a hallmark of a learning organization willing to refine its approach over time. Questions remain, particularly regarding engine reliability, software stability, and battle-tested resilience, but what is clear is that the J-31 is no longer a speculative prototype. It is a real aircraft, flying, testing, evolving and perhaps soon, deploying aboard the decks of Chinese carriers or in forward air bases across the region. In an age where air superiority depends not only on raw speed or stealth, but on systems integration, electronic dominance, and information warfare, the J-31 is China's bet on the future of air combat, and as it moves closer to operational status, its presence will reshape military planning, redefine export markets, and signal the arrival of a new generation of global air power.